so far on this character, let's just go over the character a bit. So I started with the sketch on this character, then the clean line, and then the solid paint. And the head I did separately. It was going to be a robot like this. This was going to be the head of the robot. And I still might make it kind of a mask that the character wears, but this is going to be the head of the character. I was kind of exploring that on this character. So let's turn off the head and go through all the different parts of this. So there's the sketch. So this character was created by doing a silhouette first. Oh, there it is. So that's how I started this character. And I did a really rough silhouette first, and then went into a clean silhouette that I used the eraser for. And this is what I came up with after that. Then I took the silhouette and turned it to grayscale. And the process I'm following are these classic, this one right here, this classic silhouette technique that originally was done at industrial design schools, and they would use it for industrial things like cars or machines or whatever to come up with the shape of something. And then it became something that was used in science fiction quite a lot. And this is from a book called The Skillful Huntsman that I bought quite a few years ago. I really love that book. It's a great book. Anyway, these are some of the other styles that influenced this character. There's Borderlands. I love the Borderlands style. There's some steampunk, a little bit of AI, but steampunk costumes mixed in there. And especially steampunk. That's the main style I was going for in this character. And then some of my own. This robot is one of my older concepts. So I liked all the curves in that. So that's why I used most of the curves in this one. So once I got the solid silhouette, I did a copy and changed it to grayscale. Then I did the sketch for the clean line, and originally it was going to have a mask on. I might still use the mask, but I'm not sure. And then I used the silhouette to help draw the lines. If you hold Control on your keyboard and touch the window box, it will select the outside edge of your silhouette. That's one reason why I like silhouettes. Because by using your drawing pen and your eraser, you can carve out this really nice shape and then use it to select and then do the sketch inside. So I did the sketch layer inside of that, and then I used the stroke tool to create the line work. So if you go to Edit, Stroke, you can add that line around the entire character. And it will give you this. That line is there. Control H to hide the dotted line. And now you can see the outside line. That makes it easier to do the clean line. So I did the sketch after I did that. Made it easier. So based on the sketch, I started to do the clean line on top of the sketch. And for doing the clean line, I always use, for this style of character, the B brush with shape dynamics turned on, and also smoothing. Smoothing set to 100%, so the controls for smoothing are at the top of the screen. And smoothing helps you to draw perfect lines, perfect clean lines. So that's how we got to this stage of this character. Okay, so now I'm at the painting stage, and here we are with the color. But around that same time period, I did some head concepts that I like. And this one is, I really like that head concept. So that's going to be the head for that character. So I brought it into this file, and I put the head here. I was also thinking about this alien head, but I didn't like it as much as this character's head, and I think it goes really well with that costume. So I'm going to use this head instead. Okay. Now I'm just going to continue the paint, so I'll turn off the sketch. On the color layer, I'm going to continue painting using these tones. For painting, I turn off shape dynamics and smoothing. I have shape dynamics on for sketching. I have smoothing on for clean line, and I turn both off for painting. One thing I'm thinking about when I'm painting is light, medium, dark, light, medium, dark, light, medium, dark. So if you see already, I have that happening, light, medium, dark. So there's the medium armor, which is the medium purple, the dark spaces between the armor, and then the light armor. So currently I have those tones, and I'm just going to add more light down here. You could use the wand tool to select specific areas to paint, but when I turn off the ink, you can see what it's actually doing. Just painting like that. But I find that I can paint within the lines without having to select those inside edges. So I'll just finish it like this. And I just did these design patterns on this character to be asymmetrical. So this is not a symmetrical costume. They're different on both sides. Imagine this as an astronaut of sorts. This character, I think they might be a mech driver. I did have a mech design. It looks like an angel, and I think that this character was going to be the pilot, but couldn't find that file. I think a lot of artists, when they design astronauts, they don't really think about what it would be like to live in that suit 24/7. So it might be a little bit more intense than you might imagine. So anyway. So I think when I'm doing these patterns, I try to think of light, medium, dark, like a checkerboard. And I just keep working my way down to the smaller tones. Parts of it are going to be light. This part's going to be light in the tube. It might have a liquid inside. I'm not sure. Maybe I should. Yeah, I'll give it a liquid. I missed a spot. And I think the dark should be darker. Like the pipes should be darker. And I'll use that mid-gray for something else. So at the end, I'm going to probably scale up this head so that it fits on top with the character's head inside. And I'll show it with the helmet on and with the helmet off. I think that on spacesuits, you need to be able to grab something. So you need something grippy on the gloves so you can pick things up. Nice. I think I'll keep that. Okay, I think this one's done. So I'm going to put a background, but I'll take a break. So I've wanted to finish this one for a while, and it's close to finish. I imagine they drive a mech of some kind. That's the idea I had for them. So I'm going to make a background for it. I have some backgrounds that I've already made that I like. Let's see if I have them open. It's not. We'll start with one key tool, create a box around the character, and we'll put a color, any color, to start with the color sheet. Control U. Oh, I was looking at one of the references I had, and it was the Borderlands reference. Just want to try different colors here. Pink and purple, I think is going to look nice for this one. That one stands out a lot, the blue green. We'll try pink. I want this to have like a digital type border. So let's do the L. I'm just going to randomly draw lines. All right. That's going to be the border. Let's add a few. You can set this to, we'll turn the opacity down so you can see both of them. Let's make another one. I'll make this one the blue colors. Okay, let's see. I'll duplicate this again. Wow, nice. Control T. I'm just going to leave that. Duplicate it again. Sorry, I'm going nuts with it. Every time I duplicate it, it looks better. I like random shapes like this. This gives it texture. Nice. It's starting to look pretty cool. It's on a black background, so I mean it's on a gray background. It's cheap, so what does it look like on black? Interesting. Let's do a blue or something. Eraser E. This is a nice way to get on glass. Use an airbrush. This will also help the lights pop. No, I'm just erasing, so that's, I duplicated this layer. Control U, made it darker. And now I have this, and I'm just going to erase where I want the light to be. Makes no sense, but there it is. And literally, people just make things up, just like that. Oh, there it is. That's what she pilots.